You have to see it to believe it. Magician and star of the series The Carbonaro Effect, Michael Carbonaro, is coming to the Kodak Center with his show Lies on Stage. And it's a show you're not going to want to miss. Joining us this morning to tell us all about the upcoming show is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Michael Carbonaro. Hey, thank you so much for waking up with us.
Yes, Dan, thank you for having me here. I'm so excited to be coming to Rochester.
We're excited to have you. Now, before we talk about the show, I first and foremost want to talk about the television show. It was a hit for years. First, where did you come up with the show? And then I have a follow-up after that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Follow-up to come. When did I come up with it? I used to watch Candid Camera all the time when I was a kid. I watched David Copperfield. I love magic. I love being able to figure out how to translate magic for television. I've got a brand new TV show I'm working on right now. Carbonaro Effect was awesome. Did 120-something episodes, 5 seasons. Loved playing with people, which is exactly what I get to do in the live show on the road.
Now, of those 120 some odd shows, I have to imagine there were days or tricks or reactions from some of the people that you really duped that stand out. Are there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would never know whether someone was going to just completely freak out or just ignore it. It was amazing the spectrum of different reactions you would get from the same thing. You know, I'd run each little prank maybe 4 times and try it on 4 different people to see how the reactions would go. And some people, you know, we had maybe the best person ever in one segment where I turned space alien. I convinced her there was such a thing as space aliens in a museum that turned into kittens right before her eyes in like a very scientific, you know, scenario that was very believable. She was tap dancing, her eyes were tearing, she was laughing, she was crying, she was all over the place. And then I would try that same thing on somebody else and they were just sort of like, that's really weird. And they just didn't give it. So it's amazing.
It really is incredible, some of the reactions. But I have to imagine, because you have a background in experimental theater, I have to imagine that had some sort of influence in this, no?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, my training as an actor and a comic and a performer is probably 95% of the game. It's all really about that. It's about the relationship with the person and getting them to really believe that this is really happening right now. And the same thing happens in the stage show too, where even though they know they're coming to see a magic show, you know, you bring your family down to see the show. When I come to Rochester, you know that I'm a magician, I'm about to prank you, but the reality of the way I can present the different scenarios, it's amazing how you can still get led down that path and be fooled anyway.
Talk to us more about Lies on Stage. What can audience members expect from that show?
Yeah, it's a lot of laughs. It's a lot of really spectacular magic, a lot of surprises. I'm teaching a prank. You know, I show everybody how you can orchestrate your own Carbonaro Effect-like prank right at home. And then every night, the finale of the show, 2 people from the audience, I bring them up on stage and I make them disappear.
Oh.
So, yeah, if you're looking to get rid of anybody, bring them on down to the theater. And I'll see if I can take care of that for you.
Yeah, we'll definitely let the ushers know which.
I'm from New York, by the way, too. I'm from Long Island originally, so I was very excited to be coming back, you know, over there. And I got your press people are super cool. I got they sent over the T-shirt.
Look at that!
I'll be rocking the Rochester T-shirt.
Love that. Love to see.
I didn't know if they wanted me to wear it for the interview, but I will get good use out of this.
No, listen, I mean,
I'm a New Yorker. I love that, so I'll find a time to wear that.
Just like that. Just like that.
Where did?
I want to know. I want to know how, but I know you can't tell us other than saying it's magic.
I didn't even see that happen, Dan.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
There's probably a in the fabric, so it bounced when I threw it down. It probably bounced up.
Elasticine.
Great shirt. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. Listen, I'm impressed that you got one of those because I've worked here for years now and I don't have a shirt that says Good Day Rochester on it.
I'll put in a phone call for you.
Please do. Please do.
Yes.
I do want to know, though, Because you mentioned your acting career as well, how do you balance all of that out? How do you figure out, you go on the road, you do a tour, how do you still do acting gigs?
Yeah, I don't know. It's sort of like a balance that you kind of have to trust a little bit in. I try to have it all, and I let things kind of fall into where they can be. I don't want to I love performing live. I love being in front of families and performing magic and getting to tour all over the United States and all these great theaters and perform. That's like really my spirit is like meant to be doing that. So I love doing that. So I'm not going to like just put that on hold and like sit in, Hollywood and just wait and be like, oh, maybe I'll get it. So I like to, maybe orchestrate my own. Maybe this is the experimental theater, like you're saying. It's like you kind of create your own thing. So as far as television, aside from being an actor, I love, I got to make my own TV show with the Carbonaro Effect. I'm working on a new TV show now, and that can kind of be done on my terms, my schedule, and figure out how to make it all happen. I don't know is the answer. It doesn't really balance, but somehow it finds a way.
And my last question for you, and then I promise I'll let you go. Beyond the entertainment value of the performance, whether it's on stage or on television, what do you hope that the magic you give to people gives to them?
Yeah. I love the way people come up to me and say, like, your TV show was the only show that like would bring our whole family together. We would all sit down on it. Like I would just watch the show with me and my fiance, but then she would bring her kids and grandma would come in the room. We'd all sit and watch your show, and it brought us together. And I feel that and see that out on the road with the crowds. It's just amazing how magic can sort of just bring a joy and a connective energy flow back and forth from me to the audience, from the audience back to me. And I love getting to share what magic does, which is it makes us, wonder if maybe the world doesn't work exactly the way we think it does, which is an important thing to wonder about.
I love that. That's great. Listen, thank you again so much for your time this morning and chatting with us. Lies on Stage coming to the Kodak Center this month. There are tickets available. We will post all the information you need to know on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show. Michael Carbonaro, thank you again for your time. Really appreciate it. Now, make yourself disappear.
Thanks for having me, Dan. All right, see you there.
All right.